Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Korang sedang mendengar podcast Belakang Pentas, di mana kita membincangkan hal-hal berkenaan dengan industri muzik di tanah air bersama saya MK Ridzuan dan juga
Kak Jenn. Alright.
Kak Jenn. Yes. So kepada yang selalu follow kita punya podcast, selamat kembali dan terima kasih sebab follow dan mendengar semua perbincangan kita setakat ni. Kita look forward untuk ada plan-plan yang best lah Kak Jenn yang kita akan bawakan nanti.
Lah.
Okay, so topik hari ni, mungkin ramai yang tak tahu Kak Jenn adalah seorang YB . Dia adalah Kak Long kawasan.
Tolong sikit. Aduh.
So kalau gig-gig lah, live show ke showcase yang ada kat Malaysia ni, kalau korang pergi kat Malaysia tu besar sangat. Dia macam kalau kita Klang Valley ni, kalau pergi korang pusing-pusing ke belakang. Biasanya Kak Jenn dia akan duduk satu corner kat belakang. So Kak Jenn adalah orang yang sentiasa akan turun padang and tengok what's happening dekat kita punya live events, live shows. So Kak Jenn, saya ada benda yang dah lama sebenarnya saya nak tanya. Okay, so selama Kak Jenn datang gig, datang showcase, apa live shows yang ada dekat sekitar KL, Selangor ni, apa common ataupun masalah live shows yang Kak Jenn selalu nampak?
Before dulu, I mean, saya obviously sekarang I've been going out to live gigs for quite a while now. Saya always notice start lambat. Saya kaki datang on time. Benda tu cakap pukul 2 start, pukul 1:30, not even 1:30 lah. Pukul 1 saya dah duduk dekat Mama across the road. Pukul 1:30 saya dah beratur dekat luar tu. And I'll be like, mana semua orang ni belum buka lagi tempat ni. But I find over the last few years, since we opened after COVID, organisers is beginning to understand that they have to start on time.
Really?
So yeah. So you'll be surprised. Okay, I'm surprised. I just went to watch Rising Fest recently, and last weekend or whenever you're watching this, the weekend before this recording, I went to watch Crazy Grizzly, their album launch in KL, Panggung Asia. And yeah, everything is running on time. I was like, wow, man. Yes, good job. Yes. Because I think it's important, because you also have to educate the goers. Because the goers always tunggu until lepas maghrib baru nak pergi. The front two bands main for the cicak in the room.
Nobody watching.
Goes. So dia adalah problem two-sided lah. Dia ada problem organizer dan dia ada problem audience.
Problem juga.
For me, audience should try as much as possible. I understand that we are taxing the same audience every week. It's the same audience that goes to watch gigs. Tapi I rasa you should go to a gig at least once a month, at least, or if you can, twice a month.
Kak Jenn every week.
I try, because I think it's very important that we support the acts.
True.
And not only the acts, everybody always thinks of the bands. Tapi the promoter is also Malaysian and from the music scene.
Yeah.
So whether it's Atas Angin or Spando or whoever else is doing, we should be supporting them. And without them, we won't have gigs. And then when you have no gigs, then what are you going to do? Kan? So I think it's very important for people to think about it. And jangan minta tiket free.
Oh ya, betul. Itu adalah benda-benda yang betul lah. Because kita adalah orang yang perform, kita adalah orang yang survive dengan all these gigs semua tu kan. Bila orang minta tiket free tu, sebenarnya dia jadi macam satu bukanlah penghinaan, tapi dia macam kau ni nak minta free, cukup-cukup lah movie pun engkau download dekat Telegram kan. Takkan tiket konsert pun kau nak free juga kan.
You bayangkan, the band has to rehearse. The band has to have their own instruments, change strings and whatnot.
Yes.
The band has to transport themselves to the venue. The band has to split whatever they get divided by 5 people.
Yeah.
Go home with $50 good. So, and sometimes nothing at all. So, I think this has to stop. If you by some unknown luck get a free ticket, then support by buying merch.
Yeah, betul.
Some way or another. I mean, I always end up going, and mungkin I can afford to, but I will at least think about buying some merch. Sometimes you even have to think about the venue that you're going to, because the venue has also got electricity bill to pay, people, staff to pay. So sometimes I will end up buying a drink, buying food,
whatever yang
just
dijual
to
kat situ.
support. Yes, just to support the venue. And sometimes it's the ticket price that is supporting the venue. So kita berada dalam ecosystem, and that ecosystem requires everyone to survive. If they don't survive, we're all gonna die together again.
Yeah. Kalau venue tutup, bukan venue je yang rugi sebenarnya, like the bands rugi, like those organisers also rugi, because kita tak ada venue nak buat
Kita
event.
dah lah tak cukup platform sekarang ni pun. Kita tak boleh main dekat mana-mana. Kita kena juga berbalik kepada Angguk Studio, Merdeka Ria,
balik-balik lepas tu
BKL. So it's all these places that that's all the platform that we have. So when we have those platforms, we have to appreciate the platforms, we have to appreciate the people who organize the shows, and we have to appreciate the bands, that are actually entertaining you when you're on. So there's many ways to support the band, but of course the best way is to buy a ticket or buy merch. But at the same time, when you see a band that you like or enjoy, by all means share their music, tag them, take a picture of them, tag them in your post, because the more hype there is, you'd never know who's watching your feed or reading your stuff. You put it out there, you literally appreciate the person by vocalizing. Jangan awak keyboard warrior, gitaris ni macam sial pasal dia penyanyi ni masuk longkang. This is not the kind of narrative that we need in the business. There could be a ton of reasons why the guitarist this or the penyanyi that or the bassist or the drummer, but whatever grabs your attention, whatever is positive and grabs your attention, please share. Please help the scene share. So this is my advice to audience that goes there. Right?
And of course, kalau pergi ke gig venue yang kecil-kecil tu, it's bound to have some technical issues. So of course benda-benda tu akan jadi, it's always jadi. So you tak boleh judge. Macam dengar ada problem technical, band tu teruk ke apa benda. No, you kena consider yang it's a small venue. Kadang mungkin you macam apa tak dengar ni, bunyi ini, bunyi tak balance ke apa. It's a small venue. Itu bukan stadium yang you boleh dengar seketul-seketul benda yang dia main kan.
Betul. And I tell you, it depends where you stand in the room. It depends how close to stage you are.
Betul.
There's so many elements to live music. Just go there, enjoy. And when you really find something that you truly enjoy, share it. Like it, share it, support it.
Mungkin ada yang belum pernah pergi live shows, gig-gig yang begini, mindset kena betul. Orang tak pergi situ to dengar music yang letak expectation macam you dengar recording kat situ orang pergi just even sebenarnya, let's say if band tu dia main lagu metal contohnya kan, crowd yang duduk ada crowd yang memang literally duduk depan speaker.
Yes.
It's not because dia nak dengar sangat music tu, tak, they just nak the vibe and they just want to go there and do the things lah. Dia nak mosh ke, dia nak lepas geram ke.
nak luahkan perasaan ke.
Yes.
I mean it is emotional release when
true.
when you watch music, and it could be anything. I mean, if you watch classical music, you go to DFP and you listen to classical music, it bawa to you to a different place. You enjoy yourself, and again, like we said before, for that 2 hours or for that. Or if it is a gig, it's like 10 hours. For that 10 hours, you would have forgotten your world problems. You are enjoying yourself with your friends, experiencing live music.
And the memories yang you create tu. Itu the best thing about pergi all these gigs lah, ataupun live shows. But Kak Jenn, kita ada organisers come and goes lah, and then Kak Jenn sendiri adalah orang yang memang work in the music business. You organize shows and concert, you make sure the shows jalan. So what do you think about organizer yang ada? Adakah berbeza dulu dengan sekarang ke, ataupun you see improvement ke, ataupun you nampak ada regression ke? What do you think?
I think there's a mixture of both, because our business is very sexy. The event management business is
Tak
very
faham,
sexy
sexy
to macam mana
Macam mana
sexy
sexy tu?
to people, because it's quick money.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
appealing lah in a sense.
Especially bila kita tengok, ui, RM400 setiket, RM500 setiket. Wah, kali 3,000 orang, kali. Yeah. But you got to remember, the bigger the show, the bigger the expense to put it on. So it's not as easy. So we do get some people who come into the business because they've got a little bit of money, they got a grant, who think that it's very, very easy. It's not easy to do shows. And putting together a show is just like writing a song. It has to have a heart. If the show doesn't have a heart, people cannot relate to the show. If it's just campak a whole bunch of popular artists together and just let them lepas, no, it doesn't quite work that way.
This is interesting. Okay, you keep going. I nanti akan sentuh balik this part.
Oh God. Okay, so most successful shows have a heart. Whether it's ramai artis or one singular artist, there is a heart to it. For example, Jiwa Kacau that happened last weekend at the hockey stadium. 15,000 people. It was jam-packed. I can show you pictures, like unbelievable. I think first time for rock to have that kind of crowd, because even Rock Away, Rock the World never got that real. I mean, it's amazing to watch, and it's a proud moment to have those bands. It was Masdo, Bang Face, Hujan Insomniacs, with an appearance by Lukman Podolski. So, and Niji, but people came down, and the thema was indie rock. Okay. So it's all indie rock. It's not suddenly one pop, one rock, one metal, one don't know what. Tak ada. Dia ada tema. Benda tu ada tema to have independent rock. And
that means crowd yang datang tu semua rock lovers lah.
Yes, definitely. So every band that go up there, they sepenuh hati sing along lah, dance along lah, jump around. So I didn't go there, but a lot of people sent me pictures. So yes, it's amazing to see. I'm like very proud and the organizer is somebody who knows how to look after the bands, make sure they're okay. I mean, organizers have to understand that the people powering whatever you're doing is the person on top of stage. We help them, as orang belakang pentas, we help them look good. That's our job, is to help them make them look good, sound good, and support them from behind. But in the end, they're the ones that are driving the audience on top of stage. So we have to treat them with respect. And the more you give them a better production, the better they're going to perform, because they feel good on top of stage. They appreciate what you're doing for them. Sometimes it's not perfect. Sometimes ada monitor tak dengar ke. But as long as you've treated them well, sikit technical problems here and there, it's okay.
I think kebanyakan konsert pun akan ada
nothing ever
imperfections
runs.
lah.
It's tough to find something that's going to run perfectly. It looks perfect on top of stage. Everybody remains calm dekat belakang tu. Orang
menyumpah seranah tu.
Yes, betul. I mean, if you can hear conversations that we have with each other, they're X-rated, so okay lah.
Maki hamun semua.
But I mean, organisers like that patut dipuji. We have people like that, like people like Hitman that are going out and doing shows at a certain level for the enjoyment of the people and also providing for the artists dekat atas pentas. So yes, kudos to those people. And at the same time, we have a lot of newcomers who don't know what they're in for, get in over the top of their head. That's why I said for everybody who wants to do shows, please do a P&L, a profit and loss. Because
True.
if you don't do a P&L, you are going to find that you hutang your house, your kidney and your firstborn child to everybody. So please don't do that.
Well, this is interesting Kak Jenn, sebab saya ada terbaca lah dekat social media X kan. Ada baru-baru ni macam diorang debate pasal harga tiket for gigs apa semua tu. Which orang macam petikai tiket sekarang ni kan RM80, atas daripada RM50 lah, kadang RM100. Dulu gig-gig ni RM5, RM10, RM15 kan. But where do we draw the line? Sebenarnya harga tiket sekarang ni selayaknya berapa? Dan kalau bayar harga yang sekian-sekian, what kind of shows yang you boleh dapat based on your experience?
I think obviously the bigger artists obviously want to do something bigger and better all the time. We're talking at the level of probably Siti Nurhaliza, Anwar, Sheila, Dayang. They all want to do shows. They want to better themselves. Most top artists are not thinking about
getting new crowds.
They do want to get new crowd, but they're not thinking about competing against each other. They're competing with themselves. So therefore they nak besar. They mungkin see Celine Dion and say, I want to do a show like this. This is a show. Or hey, how come Coldplay can pack a stadium like that? I also want to do a show like that. So the production level will definitely go up. And when the production level goes up, or when you have 30 musicians on top of stage, when you have pyro and lighting and huge graphics and stuff like that, that's all money. It's all kacing.
Of course, expected lah benda tu memang akan beratus lah tiket dia.
Yes, correct. And I think the standard of living is not getting any cheaper for anybody. The electricity bill, my electricity bill at home is beginning to scare me little by little every day. So I can only imagine a venue that is running the aircon like 12 hours or 15 hours a day.
Dah lah, rate dia orang pun lain. Commercial punya building.
Yeah, betul. So I'm like, okay, I faham why ticket prices need to be of a certain amount. And everybody is trying to make a living and pay their bills. So I totally get it. I think you will find if it's a 60 to 80 ringgit a person, you will find that it's 8 to 10 bands. And if it's 100, 150, we're talking festivals. Atas Angin Festival or Hip Hop Festival, you will find that it's between 100 and 150 1 day pass, 2 day passes, however they package it. But I think it's worthwhile, but it's been tough on the consumer as well. I totally understand that, because it's shows happen every weekend now, and it's not only one show a weekend, it's like 5 shows a weekend.
Like every venue semua nak buat gigs and shows.
Betul. And so it is really tough. I mean, I honestly wish that everybody would talk to each other and say, oh, you've got this show going on, especially if you're sharing the same audience, because somebody is going to win and somebody's going to lose, or sometimes both also lose because you're having your audience.
Split the audience lah because they're
Yes.
doing this shows at the same time and date, right?
Betul. But you know, when you're a full-time musician, you need to work.
Yeah.
If you're a full-time venue owner, you need to
work. That is your bread and butter lah.
So, yeah, you can't persalahkan them for having to do work. And most venues is only weekend. Weekday, unless they're multi-purpose venues yang ada wedding ke, meeting ke, AGM ke happening in a venue.
Tak banyak lah venue macam tu.
Yes,
or maybe,
not that many.
Or untuk rehearsal ke apa kan.
Ya,
Tapi
betul.
you don't get like rehearsal punya booking every week.
Yeah, you won't. So it is important for people to understand why ticket prices are like that. Is because of the production levels are rising. More people want more things. Audience is becoming more particular. There are so many things that but you have a choice. You want to go or you don't want to go. You don't want to go, you end up not paying the ticket price. And so that's why I said in our previous podcast is that it will even out eventually. Now there's so many people doing shows, but when they do shows and they don't get the return that they need to get to put the show together, then the shows will go down. You'll get lesser shows. And when you get lesser shows, you'll get bands that are affected because there's lesser shows, unless they put on their own show, which is a good thing for bands to do, actually, to learn to put on their own shows. To promote their own shows, because if you nak tunggu promoter nak call you, sometimes you can tunggu forever. So it's really forming a community, like a community between bands of your own kind and audiences of your own kind, so that when you perform together, you manage to get a bigger, larger audience because you're the same type of genre playing in a venue.
So it's a community lah sebenarnya kan.
No, it is. Live music is definitely about a community lah.
Kak Jenn, saya nak patah balik kat harga tiket tadi tu. Macam dulu bila harga tiket gig RM15 apa semua tu, I mean like student kat university, they can go gigs every weekend lah basically.
But they still don't go to gigs every weekend, even at RM15.
Adalah saya baca dekat dekat X tu.
Okay.
But we never know how many people actually go to gigs every week except you.
Thanks.
But, tapi that means kalau harga, I mean kita sedar realiti sekarang ni dengan ekonomi yang sekarang ni, harga tiket dia bukan tak boleh nak letak RM15, tapi someone is gonna lose lah kalau harga tiket begitu kan. But then adakah in moving forward to the future ni makin suffer kita punya independent punya scene ni?
I think it will eventually, like I said, it will go one round. It will have to go. It will go down, back down, and come back up again. I mean, that's what happened even in our last bunch with kami, and go one round and then come back to banyak gigs, and then of course having COVID helped the banyak gigs come back, but now there's too many, so it will fall back again slightly, I think. But I agree with you. There are sometimes if you can do your shows, maybe not have so many bands, maybe cut the number of bands down to 3 or 4 bands and charge maybe RM30 or stuff like that. I mean, better than to have no show and nothing happening is to keep the momentum going. But some people try their luck, because if I have to pay $60 to $80 for a ticket, or $50 to $80 for a ticket, then I have no money to buy merch. I mean, we've got to be pragmatic about this. How many people are going to be willing to spend $150 over a weekend? Orang KL mungkin lah, because orang KL have more spending power. But outside of KL, I don't think so.
Diorang travel lagi.
Because they're traveling, Yes, absolutely. And it depends which state, how far do they have to travel. Like Kuching and KK, they have to travel far. So the traveling is already an expense for them. Why would I want to travel, pay a huge ticket price, and buy merch, for example? One of them is going to lose. So and likely they're not even going to go to the gig. So
True.
I think organizers probably have to learn to charge within what they want to do, and bands and artists have to understand the niat of what they're doing the tour or the show for. If it's to build a nama, kalau awak nak build nama, kalau awak charge terlalu tinggi, you're going to get 10 people know who you are.
So no point lah.
Yeah, no point.
That's why you need to know the goal.
Yeah, betul.
Faham.
So the niat tu, if you nak buat your name a household name, then of course you're going to charge
less lah, so that more
affordable.
people,
Yes, exactly. So when more people see you, then your return is via another way. It's you building your name and eventually hoping to talk about the bigger picture, not just and eventually build yourself up to a band like Hujan or Masdo or Bang Face. Yeah, those people, I think gigs RM15, RM20 kot dulu that time.
That's how they build their name lah.
And now they're paying shows for RM100, RM300 a show kind of situation. So
So okay. What are other things yang Kak Jenn notice yang boleh improve? Contohnya, I don't know, adakah band-band yang involved dalam gig ni, do they help the organizer to push out the marketing content ke, promotion ke? What, from your observation?
I think a lot of bands, this is a great observation, because I think a lot of bands don't do enough to promote. Some do a really great job. They make their own videos. They really engage their audience because they have a chance. They got material. They're rehearsing, they went for meeting, they choose baju, go and buy kasut Vans ke, kasut Converse ke, everything becomes material for them. But honestly speaking, there are still some which sometimes saya tengok, ada banyak band dekat sini, and then I will check it out on IG and check whether the band did homework or not. So I go there and say, band tu tak promote show tu pun. You
actually did that lah.
Yeah. I go down and check to see which band is actually working. Even when they put out a song, I will go there and check how many times did they promote their own song, and how did they promote their song. Did they just repeat putting out the same YouTube clip round and round? Please go to my YouTube. I have a new song on YouTube. My song is in YouTube. Please watch. Please share my song. And it's the same clip every time. Of course lah, people are going to like, bosan. It's like this. So the first post will have 150 views. The next post will have 75 views, and it go lower and lower and lower, last 10 views. So the reason why is because it's repetitive. The algorithm also is going to take you down, because the algorithm is going to say, didn't I see this? Didn't I see this content yesterday? so you have to learn that you need to make new content because the algorithm recognizes repetitive content.
Okay, if I may ask you, nak bagi perspektif dekat kita punya audience kan, let's say kalau macam in term of our local band promote their materials, their songs ke, their concert ke, their gigs ke, from 1 bintang ke 10 bintang, how much will you give?
For average, is it?
Average, our local bands and local artists, local acts.
The A graders, there's no such thing as an A grade or B grade. The top of the top, they know, they understand they need to promote, and they understand how much their fans are worth to them. No fans, no money, okay? No money, no shows, no nothing. So they understand that part of it. The independent ones have yet to understand that this is a business and that they need to promote. Even if you, let's say, don't want to promote the rest of the bands, at the very least, promote your slot. Because you know what time you're performing, right?
Yeah.
And you know your fans, so you should promote your slot. If you want more people to find out who you are, then you have to tag the other people that are involved in the show as well lah. But very seldom I see anybody do that. They normally concentrate, tag themselves. And then you have those that don't promote at all.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've been in the practicing people in the scene. So kita always like tunggu organizer untuk just hantar kita some promotional content semua tu. Rarely we have the effort untuk create a video regarding to the shows ke apa kan. So kita hanya ataupun biasanya organizer akan macam, boleh tak you guys shoot video promo, shout out ke apa benda, then baru kita buat. Itu pun kita akan bagi kat diorang, hoping that diorang akan edit and letak all the logo ke whatsoever, and then bagi balik kat kita, dan kita just repost benda tu. So we have yet to become to the level yang mana.
But I swear to God, with the editing software that's available now, it's insane if you don't know how to do it. Hey, me lah, I'm 60 years old lah. I've used all kinds of InShot, CapCut, whatever I've tried. There are some that are like, I don't have the time to study this. I need to read a blinking book to figure out these things. So I'll chuck it. But those ones that already, you just put your picture here, you press the button, tada, came out a video. That's the one I'm using, okay? The one, please put 7 pictures here and press play. Oh, dia cantik.
So dia akan buat
dia buat untuk I. If I can do it, you can do it.
Hai, orang-orang muda nak jawab apa dekat Kak Jenn? Kak Jenn pun boleh buat, takkan kita tak boleh.
That's the reason, I do this because I want to cabar you to do it. Because I say, hey, me a little old lady can do this stupid shit. You can do it too. So there's nothing that can stop you if you really want to do it. Sometimes I like, oh, look, a new software, scroll, let's try it. Oh, I can cut myself out, can cut the background out. Oh my God, I can do all kinds of stupid things. I mean, I have a job too. I'm busy too. I have a family too. I have a cat that misses me too. So I have to juggle all this stuff. It's not that I got plenty of time. I gotta sit at home, shake my leg, and like this, like that. I also like, alamak, I have to shoot a promo video today. I have to do that. And you, what? Even worse. All the Belakang Pentas videos, one does it, okay? Besides or doing his own business, besides teaching, besides alamak. Sometimes, I salute you, one.
I salute you too. Yeah. We have to do lah.
Yes, we have to do, because we understand the importance of doing, and when we have time. So we are all constantly looking for the app that's going to be the fastest way to do it, right?
The most easiest with less hassle.
Exactly. So if we all can do it, you can do it too. And it's not only that. There's so many things that people complain. I busy lah, I tak boleh lah, I cannot concentrate. I got people that say, social media dia buang masa saya nak buat benda kreatif, saya nak buat music. Tapi kalau awak tak promote music awak,
the reality
is who's going to listen to your music. You need to make the effort, and it's not forcing you to do so, but that's the reality.
But that's the reality. That's why kalau you tak nak buat, you hire people to do it for you lah.
But nobody wants to hire people. Who want? I cannot even pay my dinner. I want to hire people.
That is the problem. So it's always go back and forth. Kita nak hire, tak ada duit, tapi kita nak buat ni, tak ada masa pula, tak minat pula.
But that's the reality. Some again, like when you want to get management, you handle until you cannot handle anymore, and then you look for a manager. But it's good for you to do it yourself, because then you understand how it works. Then you can appreciate the person that's going to help you do your IG, because you are like, oh my God, I cannot do this anymore. So, but ada je orang yang boleh buat.
Betul. Banyak je orang yang most of the time, bila setiap band ke artis ke, dia ada orang keliling yang ada management skills apa. These people can step in and buat those things kan. So the berkarya sebagai artis ataupun band is not just you yang on top of the stage, but belakang pentas tu orang yang ambil gambar you, yang edit your highlights, yang buat management for you, those are people yang grow together lah kan. Band is not just those yang main music tu,
it's your friends,
it's your friends around you yang grow together,
tech crew. I
Yeah,
mean, you can see all those bands that are in that position now. People like Hujan Masdo, Bang Face, and now the new kids on the block, Insomniacs. They all invested back into their career. All of them, equipment wise, crew wise, they share their money. They earn, but they share their money because they want to reach that tahap. They want to be able to, okay, I concentrate on my music, you do my setup, you do my social media, you do. So yeah, the further you want to go, the more you have to share your workload when you can afford to do so.
Betul.
When you can't do it yourself.
Reality dia, I always think yang if you can write a song and you can play music, itu Tuhan bagi you bakat, all those things. It's like Tuhan bagi you oven or microwave, so you boleh you bake the cake and you makan sama-sama. So probably orang ni dia boleh bawakan tepung, orang ni bawa telur. I mean, we share together. So you tak boleh you nak jalan sorang-sorang dengan oven you je.
Ya, betul
kan? If you ada oven, you makan ramai-ramai dengan orang, lagi best lagi best daripada kita makan sorang-sorang, kan.
Kita jauh terpeso ni. Kita dari live show masuk oven.
Sebab cooking tadi class. Cooking class. Sebab kita tengah bercakap pasal promoting kan. I mean, it's a teamwork. Yes, you buat lagu, but that doesn't mean rezeki tu solely for you. If you boleh buat lagu and you boleh buat lagi ramai orang boleh makan, itu kan lagi berkat you punya you gunakan apa yang Tuhan bagi kan.
And I think the other thing, like if you're going to do a big show or you're going to get involved in a gig that's coming up, you will get noticed. So rather than on the week of the show you're rushing to think about, hey, what are we going to post today? Think about it when you got the offer to do the show lah. So you say, oh, saya akan shoot, kita practice, then saya akan pakai that footage later on. Cakap, oh, saya tengah practice untuk show ni. Ataupun you are thinking, oh, we'll do a video together, a shout out to our fans, saying, okay guys, what song do you want to hear from us at this event? So you've already got an idea of the things that you want to shoot. Jangan when it comes to the week of the thing, you nak practice, you nak ni, you nak tu, you nak so it's all about planning.
All about planning, and it goes back to management lah. Basically, you need to manage the band.
I mean, you manage yourself. It's possible too. It's not impossible. A lot of people complain that it interrupts with their creative process, but it's part of the creative process now. It is an integral part of promoting what you love to do, because you love to play music, you love to write music, without drawing people's attention. I mean, the problem is sekarang ni dengan social media, the playing field is even. Between you, me, the next person, to 200 people sitting outside, sama. But it depends on who's more interesting, or who can come up with ideas yang lebih
best, who can spend more effort.
Exactly. Some cute chick who wants to change, wear makeup and say nice things. Of course will do better than me. Definitely will do better. So
but that's the beauty of it. I mean, kalau tak sebelum ni, kita ada like beauty standard for influencers ke apa benda. But now you tak lawa ke, you tak handsome ke, semua as long as you consistent, you buat content yang menarik, unique, orang akan follow je. So I mean,
I totally agree with this, because I mean, totally off topic. We have so many things that fill the gap. People who are really skinny trying to put on weight, people who are slightly oversized but rejoice in the fact that they are oversized, so they like, what outfit do I wear today? So it's really thinking out of the box nowadays. People think way out of the box, things that you would never have imagined. Everybody's like perfect body, perfect face. No, people don't care lah. Got acne also, how to get rid of my acne? It's like, how did I? Yeah, there's so many things. And as a entertainer, as a performer, you have to think out of the box too. You're not only thinking about, hi, I got this show, please come, dot. It's not only that. There's so many other things. It's like, get your public involved in how they feel about your songs, what song would they like to hear. There's so many things that you can do to drive the audience towards you.
Ini benda yang our local artists still nak kena belajar untuk get used to lah. I mean, I understand where they come from bila dia orang cakap tak minat nak buat benda tu. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on social media nak buat content lah. I just want to write music and perform. I mean, I understand that thing, but this is the reality. Kalau you boleh understand, you tak kisah orang tak kenal you, you just nak buat lagu, then it's okay, it's fine. Tapi if you cakap, oh, I want to grow my kerjaya, you want to be somewhere, you want to be someone yang orang kenal, like it or not, this is the way. Because social media is nothing but just your presence, cumanya di alam maya. So you need to be present lah in alam maya so that you can reach out to more people.
Actually, the people that I love to watch, funnily enough, is people like Kyoto Protocol and Jameson, because they come up with such entertaining content. The other day, I was watching Kyoto Protocol. Guess who's our bassist? All of them played bass. The drummer played bass. Guess who's my bassist?
Yes.
Oh, for heaven's sake! I was like, apa so clever just to bring attention. And it's them clowning around in a studio only. So, you can think way out of the box.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Just
have fun doing it lah sebenarnya.
Betul.
It's not like you kena fikir strategi ke apa benda dengan. You just have fun. I mean, to be honest, kita punya pengkarya artis indie ni, kita semua fun, semua masuk air. Cumanya bila kita letak kamera, suddenly we become a different person. I don't know why, but if we can be transparent and biar karakter kita yang kelakar yang masuk air tu masuk dalam content tu, trust me, people will like it.
So promote your shows, because it's a way of helping yourself. You're bringing attention to yourself, and you're helping the promoter,
organizer, the venue.
Yes, the venue, and on top of that, you're looking to secure yourself in a position to be where the top 4 bands are today. You're looking to go there. So consistency, working hard, it's the same story all the time. It's the same words, mindset. There's no difference. And over the weekend, thinking about it, I totally agree that when I look at all the people that have made it in the business, their mindset is always they're thinking about bettering themselves.
Exactly.
They're not thinking about dia tak sibuk nak fikir, oh dia ni buat macam ni, oh dia tu. No, there is always like, okay, I dah buat benda ni, apa I nak buat lagi? Kenapa I tak boleh buat benda lain? Kenapa saya tak boleh jadi Coldplay? Kenapa saya? So it's always kenapa, and very curious. Go on the internet, check. I find that most of the people that are go-getters are these kind of people that they
keep questioning. What's next?
They keep questioning everything, and if they don't know, internet. First thing is internet. So.
And tadi kalau I nak boleh nyampuk sikit yang macam for the artist or band yang promote the event that they are performing kan, the gigs ke kan. I mean, if I'm the organizer and you're the band, yang you pun beria betul promote benda tu, I akan rasa macam okay, artis ni ataupun band ni is easy to work with, and I really like this band. Next event kalau I buat, I memang akan bagi this, because you really have the organizer to promote the shows.
I mean, when you're trying to get onto festival stages and stuff like that, they are always going to be looking at this.
Yeah.
How much engagement do you have? And we're not talking only about local festival organizers. We're talking about festival organizers all over the world. I mean, why do you think Bass Prod made it on top of where did they go? The British festival. Oh, for God's sake, smack me! I've forgotten. So okay, yes, but they're there because they're different and because they have some engagement, some kind of engagement. So it's a balance between being different, able to play live, and some kind of engagement. So always make sure that you do. If you have zero engagement and you send your proposal to a festival, they're not going to pandang you, okay? That I will tell you for a fact that you won't get it. So you need to have some kind of difference about you or some kind of following to be able to get on the bill for performing. And never complain about where you're performing. If you happen to be the opening band lah, that is a cabaran for you to try and move your slot.
Yeah.
You opening band aja lah. If you can manage to pull 1,000 people come and see you, the organizer will think about you differently. So your cabaran is to move yourself up to becoming a after Maghrib band.
No, the petang-petang band.
Yes. But and I think that's fine. I think that's good for people to accept that cabaran. Kita kena faham where we are in life. Sometimes not everybody is going to call us to be the star or the fun of the show. It's fine.
I mean, just go for the sake of having fun lah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. And the experience of performing
live. And the experience and like the to get with people around, those people yang band lain apa semua tu. I mean,
this is a great point because I think you're missing out the other aspect of performing live in a gig is networking. Because you're not only networking with the promoter, you're networking with the other bands, other musicians, sound engineers. Everybody's at that gig. So take that time to really move around.
True.
I went Rising Fest. The band came up to me. One of the band which will remain nameless came up to me and gave me a piece of paper. It was the lyric sheet to their new single with all the QR codes for their links. Wow, damn clever.
Nice.
Damn clever. I was like, oi, clever band ni. So I can just point my camera and it will go straight to you. I tried all the links and just see there's Spotify.
Semua ada.
Yeah, semua ada.
Nice.
So it was something that was like, more bands should do this. If you're not selling merch, you should give something away so that people will
kan?
Yeah.
It's free.
Yes.
People akan curious. Definitely, dia orang akan scan apa ni.
I go and scan everything just to make sure that all of them work. I was like, let's see whether they did their homework or not.
So everything was there. So senang. Tak adalah you nak kena type cari apa nama band ni tadi. Cari.
Yes, betul. So it's like a calling card, but it's a quick calling card. If you don't have a single or a T-shirt or a something, at least even if you have a T-shirt, also I'll print a QR code lah. It's nowadays the thing to use.
Yeah.
Thank you again to COVID. We all know how to use QR code. Last time it's scared of QR code. Ni apa ni? Sekarang
sekarang everything semua QR.
Bayar scan code lagi. Aduh. But always leave something behind. I'm very happy to note that a lot of the bands are doing merch nowadays. Or if not, they're doing stuff like that, giving away sheets and stickers and stuff like that have something for people to remember them by, which is a good thing.
Nice. Kak Jenn, saya ada soalan yang sepatutnya I ask you dari awal. Jangan takut. Like kita ada gig kita ada showcase, kita ada concert, what else kita ada? Festival. So, what are the difference? Semua-semua ni, gig lah, concert lah, showcase lah. Apa beza dia?
Gigs are meant to be incubators lah, the starting point for people. I go into a venue, a smaller venue, a very relaxed atmosphere. I just go there to enjoy myself. So those are more like gigs lah, the starting point for most bands. Some people, especially if they're genres which are not mainstream, they remain in the gig area, because the gig area is where you can get away with far more things lah, in terms of the genre of music that you play and what you do in your shows. You can get away with far more.
So that is gig.
That's a gig.
Normally small venues lah.
Is small venues. Showcases are also, they're slightly bigger than gig venues. Like Panggung Asia, that's about 500 to 800 people, whereas gigs is like maybe 50 to 150 people kind of situation, like Angguk Studio, BKL. But the showcases normally happen in bigger venues, because you want maybe to launch an album, to memperkenalkan, because in a showcase you'll play longer. In a gig you'll probably play 30 minutes at the max, if not 20 minutes. But in a showcase, normally when you want to showcase yourself, you will play a longer set, 45 minutes. And nowadays I find that people, when they launch albums, they have too many bands, because they can lose focus on on who you are. I understand that you want to have more friends to make it more meriah, but at the same time, sometimes you kind of lose focus and
people lupa sebenarnya untuk launch album, tapi
betul.
dia dah jadi macam gig ataupun
ramai sangat things going on there, and people lose focus, and suddenly they suka band lain instead of you, kind of situation. Curang, exactly. It's like what? So you have to be pretty careful when you do a showcase or an album launch. I would say 3 to 4 bands would be good enough
for
showcase, and play longer. You obviously, the one that's launching will play the longest, and then the others will play probably half an hour to back your show up, make it more exciting or different. So
that is showcase.
Yes, that's a showcase. And
ini
then
ni mengikut turutan lah ni. Skala dia. Okay.
And then, well, the next two are more or less quite close, where you have the concert, which normally nowadays we have concerts that ramai-ramai. Got 500 artists, or not 500 artists lah. 8 artists, 10 artists, just like the gig lah. Which I think is too many, because by the time people get tired, you get fatigued of listening so many things. It's different if it's a festival, because a festival is an experience. Festival, you boleh buat benda lain. You boleh pergi makan, you boleh enjoy dengan kawan, you can go face painting lah, do.
It's festive.
It's festive, correct. There's a lot of other things to enjoy. You're actually soaking in the experience rather than just the music. That's why all the big festivals, Glastonbury and all the other big festivals outside, is an experience. Fuji Fest.
They always ada events yang happening at the same time.
Fringe events. You can go and sit on the floor, on the grass, and listen to a singer-songwriter 1 minute. The next minute you can watch Beyonce on the main stage. So there's a lot of activity, and you can cool down and heat up anytime you like. If you like, I've had enough of this, I want to go and drink
chill out
somewhere.
Makan.
Yes, makan, exactly. So that's festival. It's selling experience more than just the music. Music is a major part of the experience, and they will probably I want to watch this artist, or I want to watch Blackpink, or I want to watch something at this festival. But the rest of the time, I will go there and hang out with my friends. See the baju I wore today, I like see the handbag I'm carrying and the shoes, the shoes that are damn uncomfortable I'm wearing, but they look good. Yeah, so you.
Festivals sebenarnya best.
Yeah, festival is best. It is best, and I think festival is a certain age group. Then come to think about it, it could be older crowd as well, depending. I mean, you have to be young. You have to stand all day. Festival mana ada tempat nak duduk, tak ada tempat duduk. But the good festivals normally have places nak duduk, like rock the world have a place to sit and makan, and then you have. Actually, a lot of festivals they have, or they tell people, "Oh, please bring your sunscreen and your mat to sit on the grass." So, yeah, it's enjoyable to be at a festival. A concert is more concentrated, and it's normally for the bigger artists, it's singular artists. No opening act at all, straight to the because they want your concentration on them. They don't want to water it down by having an opening act. Dulu the concerts those days is always got opening act lah. Tapi I think as
sekarang ada je Ailey punya konsert Aina buka.
You kena? Ya ke? Some of them. But I think Ailey is more showcase because
that one is showcase.
You know why?
Yelah buat kat Bentley is it?
No, Ailey buat dekat MSA Megastar Arena.
Megastar.
-1. It wasn't live.
Oh yeah.
So it's introducing herself to fans.
That was her first time.
Yes, first
Malaysia,
time.
Yeah.
So I rasa that's an introduction tour kind of thing. So bila dia dah ada banyak fans, dia akan buat concert, dia akan datang dengan full live band, and even Billie Eilish pun I rasa was an introductory concert. It's not huge. It's a tour for her album kind of situation. Most of them tour for their albums, but end up singing like 36 songs or 40 songs because they got huge hits which their fans still want to hear. People like Taylor Swift, I'm sure she have to sing the whole repertoire. I mean, she can afford to drop songs because she's got so many
songs lah.
But at the same time, the concert is meant to concentrate on you. You might do something different inside the concert, like have a duet song with somebody or feature someone else or a musician inside that concert. But basically, it's about you because you're concentrating, and you spend so much money in doing the production, and it's normally the production shows that really. People want to see because they want to see what did the artist do that's different. How did they change their music? So people, I find that people have a tendency to want to pay more money for a production show rather than an artist ramai show. If I put 4 artists or 5 artists or 8 artists in a show, the peminat pun dah tahu apa lagu je artis saya akan nyanyi. I have to sit through a whole ton of artists to get to my artist. So
does it really work bila you buat konsert yang banyak artis?
If it's a festival, it works because, like I said, you have other things to focus on. If I don't like this artist, I'm just going to go down the road and eat some satay and drink some
drink. Tak, you kena paksa dengar juga.
In a concert, in a sit down or standing atmosphere, imagine if I sit down and berdepan dengan the stage and I cannot move anywhere because I'm stuck in the middle somewhere. I have to watch every artist that's on top of there, and it might be an artist that I like, I don't like. Where else a festival open ground, I can just go jumping anywhere I like, here lah, there lah, wherever I want to go. So I can pick and choose what I want to pay attention to lah, basically. But in a concert, it's pretty much directed attention to what's happening on the stage. So production shows normally work a heck of a lot better. It's either production show or artists in the same genre. Like if it's metal, it's all small metal bands.
I mean, because you already basically yang ada kat situ semua peminat metal lah.
Yes. I mean, that's the only way you can get them to part with their money, because they say, I have 3 bands here which I like, so I'm going to go there. It's not suddenly I got hip hop lah, suddenly I got metal lah, I got pop lah. Yes, is too disruptive in the term. I understand where the promoter is coming from, or sometimes the good intentions of people who would like to introduce other genres to audience. But if you're one person inside the, let's say, it's like how they did it, Lokman Podolsky and 5 indie rock bands. That's fine, that's introducing. Or Bunga opening for Coldplay, for example. It's, you only have to sit through one thing that's different from what you really want to watch.
It's not like Bunga punya show tu sejam
suddenly
or half an
ni
hour.
lah, ni tu lah, tu ni. Then I might think 10 times whether I want to invest the money and the time to watch.
Yeah, because kalau kita pergi konsert, kita nak nyanyi, we just want to have fun dengan lagu-lagu yang kita familiar kan.
Betul.
So kalau macam tengok, katalah ada 10 artis, saya minat seorang je, so maksudnya dia nyanyi 2-3 lagu je lah. So it's not worth it. Chances are I'm just gonna sing 2-3 lagu tu je.
Ramai orang always think, alah, aku dah nyanyi lagu ni 400 kali. Guess which song everybody wants Hujan to play? Come on, guess.
Lagu yang sama juga.
Kotak hati lah yang keluar balik-balik
itu.
Lagu fulfilling tu.
Yeah.
Of course there's other songs that they want to hear them sing lah, but your hit song you cannot lari.
You cannot lari.
You tak boleh lari. So aku je lah. Kalau you ada hit song, that's the song they want to hear. If you have 10 hit songs, those are all the songs they want to hear and they want to sing along. Over and over again.
Bila lagi kita nak nyanyi dengan kita punya artis pujaan?
Ya, betul.
Masa konsert lah.
Aduh.
Kalau nak sedap-sedap lagu apa semua tu, kita boleh dengar kat album ataupun streaming je. Tapi bila show, kita, I don't care you main sedap ke tak sedap ke. I mean, some people they pay attention to the music arrangement and the production quality, but kita akan sing our heart out sekuat-kuatnya. Yes. Kau akan dengar orang belakang kau dengan high pitchnya 8 oktav lagi atas. So like all octaves semua ada. So people just want to have fun.
And that's something that you have to echo with. They want to sing along. That's why so many artists nowadays put their lyrics out onto the screen because they want people to sing along. That's sometimes brilliant. They even have a playlist before the event and say, hey, please go to Spotify. Some even make a Spotify playlist and go there and listen to my song.
Study the song, so that we can sing along together.
So there's so many things that you can do to promote your live show. It's like, here's my playlist, please go and listen, like the songs, and so that you can sing along with me. And yes, encourage your fans to sing along, number one. Number two, change the arrangement up to a live arrangement. Because if I wanted to listen to album version, I would listen to Spotify.
Betul.
I come to a live show because I want an experience. I want something different. So
more exciting.
Yeah. Whether you make it acoustic or play it with gamelan or do whatever you do, silakan. Yes, exactly. Now, okay, last question. Maybe I tak tahu dah berapa lama kita berkumandang di udara. Dah lama.
Okay.
One more last question.
Okay,
go.
last question kat Jenn. Okay. Now, itu kita bercakap tentang konsert yang ada banyak artis.
Yep.
What if konsert yang sekarang ni macam dah jadi trend pula, show ataupun konsert ataupun showcase, whatever lah, yang lagi banyak lagu-lagu cover, is tribute for cover songs instead of lagu-lagu original. So what do you think? Apa pro and cons? I'm sure sebab show macam ni orang pergi, but I'm sure there is pro and also the cons.
Yes, there is. I'm actually somebody who really doesn't like full-on cover versions, because it's the songs and not the artists that people are going for. And so that when you sing your own song, everybody's going to switch off because they came for whatever thing that you were singing for that night. And some of those nights can be really, really big. But having said that, at the same time, I understand that sometimes things like this is money making for the promoter because or the organizer, because the organizer understands that there is a want for that kind of song or that kind of genre. And but honestly speaking, the bands have a choice of whether they want to join or they don't want to join. Some people join because
It's
they
good
w-
exposure, maybe.
Yes, it's good exposure to a certain degree because people don't follow you because they
Because your
or song
karya,
yes they're following you because of the song that you brought, and then you end up having to do that song that you brought as a cover version on YouTube, and then everybody likes you only for that cover version.
But the moment when you sing your own song, bye-bye.
Semua orang dah keluar isap rokok, oops, and or minum. So yeah, there's a good and bad to it. As an experience to perform in front of a large audience, if it's a genre that everybody loves very much, by all means you can try it. But at the same time, if you come back and find that you don't have more followers, or you don't have more people that like you for who you are, then think about it the next time whether you really want to do it or not. Because I don't think people go to shows like that to find new artists. They go there to listen to the songs.
That means the motivation that they went to the show is bukan the artist.
The entertainment value is different. Yeah.
That means the organizer is brilliant because they understand motivation kenapa orang pergi shows or concert is because people want to sing along.
Absolutely.
People want to layan the song that they are familiar.
Absolutely. That is exactly
Macam yang sebelum
why.
ni kita cakap kan, because we go to the concert so that we can sing our heart out.
Correct.
Lagu yang kita familiar. So I mean it's good in a sense, but at the same time it doesn't really help the artist.
I mean, sometimes I wish that people would do this more for Malaysian songs. That means malam rock kapak, for example.
Oh, yang tu
and
nice,
then have a rearrangement, just like Versus. It's just a concert version of Versus. Everybody rearrange their favorite Search Wings Ella song for example. So
at least it helps to contribute back into our industry.
Correct. That's what I'm getting at, is that always I'm thinking of our industry first and how we can help to move the industry. And bring attention to what brought us here, because it's the songs like that, is the rock pop, old pop songs or asli songs, for example, that brought us to where we are today. So we should be paying back lah for that.
Kan sebab lagu-lagu rock kapak, the melody, the lenggok sama, it trace back to lagu-lagu asli apa semua kan. I mean we used to sing music ataupun lagu rock dengan lenggok Melayu. What happens now?
Yes. So that's exactly why we should encourage it. And that's the second reason why I love Versus very much, is that we pay tribute to those songs. So we had 80s pop songs, Francisca lah, macam-macam lah, and then KRU lah apa, and then we have rock kapak night where you get, or Search and Wings night. So it drives the creativity of the bands to think, kalau hari ni saya bawa lagu ni macam mana, how would it sound lah. Or even lagu Siti Nurhaliza, si Kyoto Protocol buat Cindai a cappella kot. So it's like, this kind of thing is something that's very different, and it gives back to our industry as well. So
be patriotic. Tiba kan. Be patriotic. At least we be patriotic towards our own industry.
But I will never talk down upon people who are doing cover nights. For those people, for those bands and artists who enjoy to try out singing other people's songs and stuff like that, by all means,
we're not talk down anybody. I mean, people has the right to do whatever they want to do or whatever they believe lah. Kita just discuss how else we can improve and work together for betterment of our industry lah. Saya rasa macam 2-3 episod ni saya banyak cakap English pula kan Jen.
Sorry, saya menginfluence awak, bukan awak. Sepatutnya saya yang bercakap bahasa Malaysia, tiba-tiba Cik Wan kita yang bercakap bahasa Inggeris. Sorry.
Aduh, okey, boleh je. Okay, anyway guys, Kak Jen ada apa-apa nak tambah sebelum kita tutup?
Nope.
Okay.
Before everybody dies of boredom. Okay.
Anyway guys, kalau you guys ada benda you guys nak nak tambah ke, what is your best experience show mana yang korang pergi, maybe you can share with us, berkongsi dengan kami. Tulis dekat ruangan komen kan. So that kita keep on support, and kita maybe we can talk and apa orang kata, mengingat kembali show-show yang pernah kita yang pernah ada dekat our local scene. And
if you've seen apa-apa band yang awak suka ke, please write in the comments so that we know. Lain kali saya pun nak pergi check out the band. Thank you so much, guys.
Kita tolong support band-band lokal kita, band ataupun artis lokal kita.
Yep.
Alright, so kita next episode nanti kita minggu depan. You guys anyway boleh dengar dekat kita punya streaming platform. Kita ada Spotify dan juga Apple Podcast, and also berserta dengan video dekat YouTube. Kalau yang suka tengok video lah. Tapi kalau dengar sambil memandu, jangan tengok yang YouTube punya, guna yang Spotify punya. Bahaya ya tengok YouTube sambil drive. So jangan nakal. So kita jumpa minggu depan Kak Jenn.
Okay, bye guys.